Hello, I am Amy June Bates, and I'm here to talk to you about this book, When I Draw a Panda. So this book is about a panda and a little girl. And the little girl is a little worried about making mistakes, and she meets a panda who teaches her not to take things so seriously. And it's about my favorite things, which are pandas and drawing. So I'm excited to share this book with you today. Why don't we go ahead and start by reading the book? Okay, here we go. When I Draw a Panda by me, Amy June Bates. In the beginning of this book, I have some little tutorials about how to draw things perfectly. How to draw a perfect princess, a perfect pirate, a perfect crocodile. And this is our main character who clearly loves to draw, which is how it starts. I love to draw. Sometimes when they say, draw a perfect circle, mine turns out a little wonky. But I can draw a perfect fluffy cloud, a perfect scoop of ice cream, and a perfect flat tire. So, when I draw a panda, I keep drawing more and more not perfect circles until I see a panda. And then I step back and I think, what else does a panda need? He probably needs a hat. And then he is my panda. My panda draws his own way. When someone tells him to draw a castle the right way, he would rather draw it the left way. And if they tell him to draw something pretty, he draws something pretty silly. My panda shows me how to draw a dragon. Number 1, draw a squiggle. Number 2, decide which end is the head and which is the tail. 3, draw the tail last. Sometimes when they say to draw a perfect pirate, superhero, crocodile, mad scientist, or princess, my panda likes to draw an imperfect, superheroic, madly scientific, piratical princess crocodile. Sometimes when they say to draw a perfect bowl of fruit, my panda looks out the window and watches a butterfly, and then he thinks about what it would be like to be a butterfly until he has totally forgotten what he was supposed to be drawing. I can draw my own way too. Sometimes when they say, draw it this way, I ask why. And when they say, draw it that way, I do. But I add a unicorn horn later. Sometimes they say, that will never work, but it does. Sometimes they say, make sure you don't run out of room, but I didn't, so I do. Sometimes they can't figure out what we have drawn, and then it is a mystery because we will never tell them. Sometimes they say, you and your panda draw too crazy, and I say, thank you. Sometimes we are supposed to draw quietly, but we can't help it. Our pencils like to roar. Sometimes lines come out of our pencils and they are not going anywhere in particular. They are just going somewhere that makes us happy. And now we see that on those tutorials, our little girl has just drawn in a way that makes her happy. And that is, in the end, the perfect way to draw. Okay, well, now that we have read that book, we are going to do some drawing, which is very fun for me, and I hope so too. So if you have paper and pencil, or crayons, or markers, or anything in particular, chalk, for example, because I'm going to draw on my favorite chalkboard right here, and go ahead and grab those things, and I will wait. Okay, the first thing is if you are not comfortable, then you're probably not going to draw it in a comfortable way. So I am wearing my favorite comfy shirt, which is very stretchy, so I can spread my arms out wide and draw in a happy, free way. So if you are the queen and you have a big neck ruffle and a very tight waist, you might want to switch it out for some sweatpants and some stretchy clothes, because drawing is to be free. And so now that you have stretchy, free, fun clothing on, the first thing is, before you draw anything, stretch your arms out like this. Get your arms moving in circles. Do some toe touches and some other toe touches. Even though you're not going to be drawing with your toes, or maybe you are, I don't know. If you're a panda, you might. Okay. Next thing is we're going to have a scribble break. So one thing that I had a lot of fun doing in this book is scribbling, which I love to do. And the best thing about scribbling is it's just for you, and you can make it as fun as you like, as wide as you like, as crazy as you like. So go ahead. Let's first do that. Scribble break, scribble break. Grab your chalk or your pencil or your pen or your marker or whatever you have, and let's do scribble break. Now the important thing is just to fill up your paper and have as much fun as you can, and just listen to your chalk, listen to your hand, listen to whatever it's telling you. Is it going fast or slow or curly or straight or zigzag? All right. Now you listen to your pencil. I'll listen to my chalk, and we'll see what happens. Okay, once you've done a scribble break, and that's fun because who cares what it is? It's just for you to be happy. But sometimes when I'm done with my scribble break, I like to look at it and think, do I see something in my scribble? Because you never know what could be hiding in there. Do you see a mouse? Do you see a penguin? Do you see a platypus? What could be hiding in your scribble? I don't know. Maybe you could look at mine and tell me what's hiding in my scribble. Let's take a look. Oh, I see an eye. You see an eye right here? Well, if I see an eye, let's see, what else do I see? You know what else? I think I see a dog. Do you see a dog in there? What else do you see? Maybe you see a piece of cheese. Maybe there's something that the dog wants to chase. Maybe there's a cat. Well, once you're done looking through your scribbles and seeing what you can find, I told you we were going to learn how to draw 3 other things. I'm going to give you recipes that I worked on with my kids, because sometimes they just wanted to draw what they wanted to draw, and sometimes they wanted me to help them, teach them something that was easy for them to draw. And that's when I would give them a recipe, because it's a place to start. And that doesn't mean you have to draw it my way. You can draw it any way you want, but sometimes it's fun to have a place to start. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a bear. And the great thing about that is that you only have to know how to draw a circle. Oh, and I forgot to erase my chalkboard. When I was growing up, we didn't have dry erase boards and we didn't have smart boards, but we had chalkboards. And there was always a person in the class whose job it was to erase the chalkboard. And I loved that job. So first I'm going to erase the chalkboard. All right. So, like I said, to draw a bear, you only have to know one thing, which is a circle. And the cool thing about our bodies is that they're actually made for drawing circles. Check this out. Look at my arm. What shape does that make? It makes a circle. Right? What about this? What circle does that make? It makes a shape called a circle. Even our fingers do that. Our elbows do that. Our whole arms do that. So let's make some circles and draw a bear. So first, draw one circle. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. Mine sure is not, but it doesn't really matter. Next is draw 2 circles. The next thing is draw another circle. Draw 2 more circles. Draw another circle. There you go. There's a bear. Now, are you giving him a smile? There you go. So that's our first recipe. The second one is to draw a panda. Now, a panda is pretty close to being the same. It just, the different thing is that they have a big dark patch around their eyes. So we have to remember how to do that. So step 1, again, is to draw a circle. And draw 2 more circles. Now draw, what I like to think of them is 2 like L shapes, like this shape right here. But going both different directions. So the next step is to draw a line, and then a U, and then you can add a smile, and color in those eye patches, and then you're done. There's a panda. Okay, and the last thing is we'll draw a dragon. Now, to draw a dragon, the first thing you need to do is draw a squiggle. Now, a squiggle is different than a scribble break. A scribble break is lots of squiggles, but a squiggle is a little simpler than a scribble break. So, I'll show you what I think a squiggle is. That's more like a squiggle. Then you need to look at your squiggle and think, can I see a dragon in that? You close your eyes and you look at your squiggle again, then you close your eyes again and you think, which end of that squiggle is the head and which is the tail? And if it's this end is the head, then it might be that your dragon is asleep. And if it's that end, then it might be that your dragon is awake. So I think my dragon's feeling awake right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start at the top. Add some nostrils and an eye. Smile, and some teeth, some horns, and some ears, and there we've got a head. What about the tail? There's an end to that. Well, now it's time to think, how am I going to do the rest of this body? And that usually involves making another squiggle. Now I'm going to draw the back of the dragon, which is just another squiggly kind of line. Okay. I think we're almost done. Let's see, maybe our dragon needs some hands. And a belly. And some wings. There we go. There's the dragon. Okay, well, that just about does it. I hope you had fun today. I hope you drew some amazing things. I hope you enjoyed listening to a story. And I hope you go make your own stories and your own drawings. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.